welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs such as Crystal Jarvi. Health styles for you. Transcend your health. And I'm just reading off of your business card and everything else. I got to read something here before I introduce you formally. It says, I focus not only on nutrition, but also on relationships, physical activity, career and spirituality, and how those 5 factors are connected to your health and vitality.
Yes.
Crystal, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
You do it. I'm doing fine. But it seems to me that at the core and at the center of everything that we do is what we put in our mouths.
Yes. So I connect everything, like the 4 things you mentioned: career, relationships, physical activity, and spirituality, to what you are putting in your mouth. So it's all of the things in your life that are nourishing you, not just your food.
Why is it that then, if it is so important, this is an activity that we have to do in order to survive, in order to live, in order to thrive, in order to work, in order to have energy, that's sustenance. Why is it that it is so difficult for us to realize and come to grips that, hey, maybe this engine right here has to be fueled with the best possible products and the best possible food, but yet I go home and I open up my zesty Dorito bag and I dig in and I'm like, oh,
I used to eat those too.
Damn. Why is it that, what prevents us from
that could be
adopting a healthy lifestyle?
Well, it's not just like having that meal plan. So it's also realizing, like, in your relationships, what might be causing you to go grab a bag of potato chips or a thing of ice cream. You know, like maybe if someone's having relationship issues, they might want to just go eat their troubles away. That's what a lot of my clients do. Or like maybe you're stressed out at work. It could be stress related, and you turn to food as comfort. So you need to figure out how to, and this what we're talking about now, how to manage your stress so you don't go towards those bad eating habits. And
what you do then is to try to find out exactly what those pain points are.
Yeah.
Find out what your bad behavior is, and to try to change that behavior so that your change is hopefully permanent.
Yes. So, I work with people to figure out what their cravings are, why they are craving them. That's just one of the things, because there's so many different things like in health coaching. And then look how everything's related. And then, so in my programs, I work with people on 3-month and 6-month programs, depending on what their goals are. And we set baby steps to reach their main goals. So it's 2 to 3 new habits or goals every meeting. So by the end of the program, they will have 24 to 36 new habits to practice for life. So it's setting them up for a healthy life.
You are in phenomenal shape, obviously, and so when people come to you, they say, oh, well, it's easy for you, because you metabolize different than I. Is that true? Does that have some...
that is an obstacle that I have to overcome. Like, people having that mentality, like when they look at me, and I've been told that. So, like, people do look at me and they're like, oh, it's easy for her.
Right.
No, like, I need to work on, managing stress, eating healthy, working out. I love working out. It's good for me, like, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. It sets the tone for my day. And there's just so many things that you need to do.
In other words, what you're saying is that, look, I am just like you and everybody else. I go through I also have several stress points that you might not know of. So I have to struggle with my own life to be able to maintain that permanent change to which I have been.
And I mean, I can gain weight really easily. And I do, but as long as I'm staying on
that I can't believe. I mean, look at you. You're perfect.
Oh, thanks. But we all have our struggles.
Ice cream is for me, man. I give up ice cream for.
But like really, like where my passion lies, like what people don't know about me is when I was 5 years old, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, and that's like.
What is that?
It's ulcers in your colon.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like a disease that people usually...
Well, you were 5 years old?
When I was 5.
Oh, gosh.
People aren't usually diagnosed with that until they're 30. And people like in my past, like middle school, high school, they probably don't even know that because I used to be embarrassed and not tell anyone.
Right.
Because I wouldn't want people checking on me. But I had to change my eating habits, and that's where my passion lies, is because I changed the way I ate. I changed like how I manage stress and started working out a lot. And this is after the doctors told me I was going to be on medication for the rest of my life, which I'm not, and I haven't taken medication for 15 years, and I've been, 95% symptom free. So I learned how to do that by my habits, and that's what I want to teach everyone, is that you can do it.
You had to change that in order to live a healthy lifestyle and to survive, and just to be up and going and running every day.
Yeah.
And so that experience you take and you translate and you say, well, if I could do it, and if I had to go through this a process and change my behavior, I think that experience I can give to other people, and make sure that they don't have to, even if they are suffering from some type of disease or whatnot, you should have a very good lifestyle.
Right.
And it starts
and
with
it's all about preventative health. Yes.
preventative health.
Yeah.
Were you always an entrepreneur, or did your passion, well, we know your passion kind of got you to be an entrepreneur, but was there anything else other than the desire, of course, to share your story and your knowledge with other people? Was there something else that fueled your passion to go into a business for yourself?
Well, I like to have a lot of energy and...
No, you fool me.
I was always that person, like my background, I have a lot of 11, 12 years of marketing is my background. So I totally switched careers.
Love it.
But I was always that person in the office. I would pack my lunch and bring my office out of, the kitchen and walk past people, and they're like, where'd you go to get that? Because it looked gourmet. I'm like, I made it in 2 minutes. And it's like I always practiced that way. And I found myself just teaching people in the marketing careers I had. And I love working out with my friends and doing call-its, and you just pick your workouts, and you and your partner, you take turns picking what exercise you're going to do, and it makes it fun. So I took everything that I love and put it into what I'm now doing as my career.
When did you find out, though, that this was a viable business opportunity? Because a lot of people have these passions, and I think, a couple of people tell me, yeah, I think that you should make into this business, but at some point you have to listen to yourself. All right, is this going to be sustainable? Is this going to pay my rent? Is this going to...
Yeah. So I guess I thought about it for a really long time. Back in college, I was going for dietetics, but then I switched to communications and marketing because I thought...
What college? Where'd you go?
Bowling Green State University in Ohio.
All right.
Yeah. So then I just took my path towards marketing and communications and kept thinking about going back to school for something health related, and I didn't know what that was. And then, fast forward 11 years later, I finally found a program that I liked, that worked for me, and went back to school. Graduated last June, so it's been a year and a month since I've been pursuing my business in health coaching.
You are a health coach. You are now in business. What is your biggest challenge as an entrepreneur?
I would say my biggest challenge is having people understand what health coaching entails, because there's so much involved and it's not just one thing.
In addition to the education or to learning about what you're doing, I'm trying to think, accountability has to be a big part of it.
Yeah, that's one of the main things with health coaching, is holding people accountable for saying what they're going to do for whatever goals they're setting, and also supporting them in between sessions. I follow up with them, email, text, send them funny pictures and motivational type stuff, and I check in and see if they did whatever we're working on.
People lie to you?
Yes. Yeah.
No. I swear I was very good this weekend.
And then I find out if they can be honest, when I ask them to log their stuff, and I'm like, what's this doing?
It's just not making sense.
Yeah. And then they realize, and writing things down really helps people realize. And them writing things down and telling people about it also helps them make their reach their goals too.
Nothing is happening to my body. I haven't lost the 5 pounds that I was supposed to lose. Well, let's find out about what really happened.
Yeah.
That Haagen-Dazs at 11
Yeah.
p.m. I don't think helped.
And pushing people harder
Yeah.
than they normally would.
How do people react though? I mean, when you hold them accountable, do they kind of fall in line and like?
It depends on their personality. Most people are receptive to it because this program only works if people are motivated and open to trying new things.
And that's the hardest thing.
Yeah. So I tell people, like when I'm doing the health evaluations with them, I'm like, this will only work if you're committed and you're open to trying new things. Because if you're not open, you're not going to try new things, and then you're not going to be able to expand your habits. You know.
Crystal Jarvis.
Jarvi.
Jarvi. This is why I should use this thing. Health styles for you. Crystal Jarvi. Awesome. Well, your challenge is going forward.
Is continuing to build my clientele so my business is fruitful and successful. And
I have no doubt. And look, this is anything that has to do with our bodies, right? I mean, this is the only vessel that we have. This is the only machine that we have to take us and to propel us forward. If we don't take care of it,
right,
then nothing else matters, right?
right.
That's a simple message, but it's a hard thing to actually execute.
Yes.
Take us out. You know how to do that? You could just say, we're out and we're out.
Oh, that's a cut.
I like that, we're out.